Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a slight delay today as the Fenix is giving us some problems loading in here again. But we're live. We're just going to be on the starting screen for a tad bit longer. Mr. Tyler, what's going on? Gavin, what's going on? Living on a Player is here. Richard's World is here. Captain Zimp is here. Mike Jones. What's going on, Mike Jones? Mr. Davis. What's going on, Davis? Yes, no. We're loading in here, and the Fenix is not registering again, and I'm not about to restart everything. Yeah, the Fenix is fucking bricked. Again, I just don't understand the problem with this authorization bullshit. To why it doesn't want to work. And, well, about ready to ask Fenix for my money back. Greg, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Montana dude is here.
Feel the air get thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream.
All right, Davis, I'll check it. So, well, yeah, bear with us, guys. Alright, what the hell's going on with OBS? You guys seen a black screen? What the fuck? Yeah, my OBS is like... There we go. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. Alright. Alright, let me see what you sent, Davis. See issues block 2, blah blah blah. Limited here too. Their points. You disconnected their manager on the struggle bus. We figure out okay, better response on the brakes. Experience the issues. Whatever tracking by the issue. I mean, I see like people are reporting issues. It doesn't say anything about connecting to the plane. It doesn't really help, Davis. Last thing I want to do is load up in like another plane, and then it still doesn't freaking work. JJ, what's going on? What's wrong is the Fenix doesn't want to work again. The only thing that's going to help is like restarting my whole PC and everything. The struggle is real. It's not running at all. It doesn't matter what I do. No matter what I do.
Getting closer to you, I swear you might succeed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step
closer.
Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line.
Alright, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna try loading in one more time. Hold on. Looks like we made it. Just do a different plane? Yeah, we're probably gonna do a different plane. Streamlabs deleted your stuff, JJ. Sorry. I don't know why I did that. Oh, because you put a You put MSFS docs XE. You don't want to. I thought you were putting a link. Use a Cessna. We could fly the Cessna. We very well could play the Cessna. This time I don't even think the app opened. Start the app before you load. I was doing that earlier and it wasn't working that way. So the A321neo I do. But last time this happened, the A321neo didn't work either. It's something to do with fly-by-wire maybe? Not even sure. Alright, we'll just fly another plane. It's fine. Nope. Is there an issue with stream? Not with stream, James. The issue with the Fenix. Flight-IO, what's going on? I'm getting mad at the same issue myself yesterday. Only way I could fix was restarting the sim. I feel like I've tried restarting the sim before too, and it still didn't work right before. I don't know. It's like a crapshoot. It's like it works sometimes, doesn't work other times. But we'll restart the sim, because even if I load in the fly wire, it won't work either. See, Microsoft gave me some kind of error too when I went to stop it right now too, so something was wrong with them. That's fine. We'll restart it. We only had the one flight tonight, so I guess a little bit of a delay won't hurt us. But it's something with my PC too, though, because even my OBS is like freaking out and doesn't even play the starting video right now. It's a blank screen. So I feel like it's a combination of the computer and Microsoft. Okay, fly right don't work. You got an issue? Well, it's only like it does this. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I don't understand. You know. Updating Windows? Nope, no updating Windows. No updates. Like I said, it's just the Fenix that does this, not the other planes. Whenever the Fenix gives me issues, then it gives everything issues. So it's something to do with the Fenix program itself. 100% something to do with the Fenix. Alright, we got the sim restarting though. Got the sim restarting. Alrighty. Alright, apologize guys. Loading in, of course, right before stream don't want to work. Yes, everything was closed, JJ. Task manager, all the Fenix stuff. Everything is closed. There's two Fenix bootstrappers and just Fenix. Gotcha, okay, yeah, there's nothing, I went into the whole task manager. There was nothing under Fenix running. Yeah, nothing under the Fenixes. running. So we shall see. She's loading back in now. As you can see here, we're loading back in. Loading back in. But I know I'm not the only one that's had this issue, so hopefully Fenix fixes it. This isn't the only time I've had this issue with Fenix before. Even before V2 I've had this issue. Part of the reason why we haven't flown Fenix a whole ton compared to other aircraft. To be honest. The whole external launcher with ProSim is such a pain. Yeah, if it doesn't start JJ, we're just flying another plane. I will fly something else. No biggie. Fenix doesn't like us flying her, apparently. The Fenix shall not rise from the ashes today. What happened is the app for the Fenix is just not working, Captain Zip. It's not authorizing the plane, saying it's not connecting to the app, saying it's not working. I've already reinstalled the plane twice. Already reinstalled twice. And I won't reinstall again until they release an update. Mr. Kenny, what's going on? Greetings, good to see you. Greetings, greetings. Yep. It's already been set to that. It opens with admin. Still doesn't work. What plane now you're flying? Well, we're gonna load the Fenix in one more time and we restart Microsoft here. Fenix is getting one more shot. And if it doesn't load properly this time, then we'll fly any plane that works at this point. We'll try the fly-by-wire after this. How long does it take to load and test him? Quite a bit. Like 10 minutes. Takes quite a bit to load in because we have a lot of stuff in our community folder. 747, 787, 777 is not going to land in Gibraltar, James. The runway is too short. One, we don't have a 777, so we can't fly 777. There's no 777 out yet. But for the 747, 787, runway is too short. We're only talking about a 5,800 foot runway here. But none of those planes fly to Gibraltar. Only the Airbus and the Boeing. So if the Airbus don't work, fly-by-wire don't work, then we'll switch to the PMDG. I blame the Dune update. They broke Microsoft with Dune. I probably should get Microsoft Airline here, but we have not had time to do that. Time is very limited lately. Cross fingers if Phoenix works. Yep. If it works, it works. If not, like I said, not the end of the world, we'll fly another plane. Luckily, we know how to fly many planes. Do 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 do. If we didn't have delays in boarding the aircraft, it wouldn't be realistic, right? We're just sticking to real world standards here. A little delay, you know. Lots of delays in the industry out there these days. So, just trying to keep the extra realism. So to open the app, log in, and then log back out. We can try that if it doesn't work. I'll wait till the sim finishes loading before I do that. Yeah, log out back in. Yep. We'll try that. I don't want to open the app while the sim is loading. There we go. Okay. We'll try that. Let's open up the app. And then we'll log out, log back in. Log out. Close it, and then log back in. We'll make sure it's closed before we log back in. Ghost Rider, what's going on? Good to see you. Get this out of here in a 15-hour shift. A long shift. Let's see here. Let's see. Logging in. Alright, we are logged in. We re-logged in. I'm gonna buy some planes tomorrow. What planes are good for $9.99? I don't know many planes that are $9.99. Unfortunately, I don't know which planes are cheap and that are good and that cheap. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. All right, there we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Gonna work? Hopefully. Fingers crossed, JJ. Fingers crossed. Such a pain, but fingers crossed. Positive vibes, that's right. Yeah, I would fly some of Microsoft's default planes and get you some good scenery, Ghost. Probably be better spent than for a plane at that price. And alright, it might be working because the lights are not on. She might be working because the lights are not on. I'll let everything load still here for a minute. Everything is still loading. Let me get my flight overlay fixed. Fingers crossed. It's going to work. What's going on with Orbx? What do you mean, Zip? What do you mean, what's going on with Orbx? The EFB connected. Well, the EFB connected before, and that wasn't the issue. The EFB would be connected, and the thing would still be bricked. So, fingers crossed. We're going to test it out here in a second. Getting the overlay fixed. Alright. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Moment of truth is when we press the ground power button. Are we ready? Are we ready? Bring down the music. Hey, oh, she's working. All right, she is working. Boy, that was a pain in the ass. That was a pain in the ass. Had to restart. You see how painful it is to restart Microsoft for me. All right, we are restarted. The plane there is restarting. We are in lovely Heathrow. Let's get a couple more things connected here. I got my sound pack that I'm going to put in the folder as well for our announcements. So let me do that real quick. Microsoft Flight Simulator, packages, community, announcements. We'll delete that one. Cool. Alright, we're almost there. Let's keep the music playing background for right now while we get some things ready to go. Downloads. I'll copy that right into there. And then community. Phoenix. Some objects. There? No. Where do I go for these? Oh, where do I go? Where do I go for the... It's on flight dash.o. Community, Phoenix. Phoenix deliveries. There we go. Limited objects, airplanes. We're flying the British. E-Bud. Make sure the aircraft config file says BAW. It does. Lovely. Alright, that's all ready to go now. Our announcements are ready to go. We just need to log on to VATSIM. Heard Orbx is having the content creators work for a scenery. Huh? What do you mean by work for a scenery? I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that a little bit. But yeah, you'll have to elaborate a little bit for me of what you mean on work for a scenery. Okay. Let's pre-file our flight on VATSIM. I mean, for Orbx, there are certain things that you have to do if you want to be part of certain campaigns that they promote. It's the same things that we've done on our stream whenever we've done something for Orbx. There's certain obligations with any kind of sponsorship that you have to do certain things, like an Instagram post or a Twitter post, or putting stuff in your description, or putting stuff on your thumbnail. Saying something in stream, like that's pretty standard stuff. Now some will make you do more than others. Some have more limitations, some have less limitations. but I would think I don't have a whole lot of experience with a lot of sponsors, as we currently, like I said, we have, you know, mainly Thrustmaster and Orbx, and then of course we're helping support Flight-IO in his AI announcements and his whole program on EFB on the website. But yeah, there's obviously certain things you do and don't have to do. You can choose not to do something if you don't want to do it. You're not forced to do something. Let's go here. I want to connect the jetway. Okay. All right. We got that. That looks good. We just connect to VATSIM and we'll be ready to go finally. All right. Welcome, guys. Let's do that over. All right. Welcome to the wonderful live stream here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the lovely Phoenix that we're going to get ready to go and head on over to Gibraltar. We get our irises aligning. We get the brightness up here as well. Connect ground control. Arm the emergency lights. No smoke. Oops. I don't want the emergency lights on. I just want them armed. Those can come on there. Cool. That all looks good. And sweet. Alright, we'll go ahead and I'll kill the music for now so we can get down to business. Get down to business. Alright, here we go. Mass and balance page. 176 passengers, 5,800 pounds of cargo, 20,000 pounds of fuel are planned for today's flight. We're going to load with GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do.
Hopefully GSX is working too. That could be another thing that'd go out to lunch on us. Alright, that's all in there. We can put cam in there. Cool. Probably should make sure, I guess our speaker is on. Now, someone said in Canada, said you had to have cab on, but we didn't have cab on before, and we could still hear our announcements, so not entirely sure.
Vehicles are on their way.
There's an update for GSX. I did see there's an update for GSX. Did not have time to update GSX. It should still work. The plane hasn't been updated, but I did see that. But yeah, not. No, I did not see it
Is in position.
quick enough to update. Let's see. Fuel truck's in position. There is a fuel truck. So GSX is working.
Truck arrives and asked to do it.
GSX working. Fuel truck's here. Nothing major. Got it. What phone? Anybody have dinner in 2 hours? Hey, no worries, man. I mean, I heard all the announcements before, but I didn't hear, like I said, I'm pretty sure we heard that before. We have to have that on then too, right? I don't think we have to have this, like, that's just the mic, we just have to have this on. Intercom up too, maybe.
Either traffic walker 741's on a 7-mile final for our 99er left.
Just the white light, got it. Okay. Well, that's on and good. Let's go to ATSU. And we'll go to AOC and flight in it and request our data. Scheduled flight time today, I believe, is 2 hours and 26 minutes to Gibraltar. Cool. That looks good there. We'll go to a regular init page and request the rest of the flight data. Cool. Alright, when you hear the buzzer, you'll see the cab, green light flash. That's when you click it and the crew will let you know. Okay. Let's leave it like that, I guess, then. Let's line the IRS. And confirm. Oops. Go back. Request the wins.
Boarding requested.
Andy, what's going on? Good to see you. Richard, what's going on? Good to see you guys. here in chat tonight for our trip down to Gibraltar. It's been a while since we've flown to Gibraltar. We're British Airways, speed about 490. So we'll put that in there. Cost index today, they want us at 6, so there's no way we're flying 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front
we
of you.
have flight
These
cruise of
include
350.
laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker.
Alright, we got
Once
130
you have
taking off.
safely stowed
Shows
your cabin
runway
bag,
09 right
please
here
take your
today
seat.
in
To
London
help us
Heathrow.
ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all
On
remaining
the
customers to
Gas Golf 2
Your
Juliet.
seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Cool. Alright, let's put in the arrival. Arrival into Gibraltar. Runs are 280 at 5. It's got us landing runway 27. And no star. No BS. Looks like there's only visuals into Gibraltar. That's interesting. I didn't remember that. Alright, so I guess we're just going to be vectoring to Gibraltar. That's fine. Cool. I'll leave that all there. Let's go to our mass imbalance page here. Boarding is just now commencing. We'll get all that done shortly. Let's go to our performance page. Runway 9 right. Packs will be on. The runway is currently dry. Alright, sync weather. We'll calculate the performance. That all looks good there. We'll send that to McDo. And of course, we'll double check once we are fully boarded to make sure everything is good to go. We accept our preliminary load sheet, just like that. What is Walker Air? It's a virtual airline. Yeah, it's a virtual airline. Not a real world airline, someone's virtual airline. Okay, so that's good, that's good, good. Oh, should have had our nav lights on. Here we go. Nav lights on, flight director's on. We're going straight to 350 today, no ATC. It is the wee hours of the morning over in London. Altimeter is going to be 1008. So that is good and done there as well. Go ahead and just squawk 2000. Mr. Blue Games, what's going on? Hey, Captain, can I take a selfie in the flight deck? Sure, of course. Come on in. You can have a seat right in the first officer seat. Come on in, sir. Good to see you, Blue. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope the Phoenix hasn't given you any issues like it's given us. Yes, come on and sit. We're already up here just waiting for everyone to get on board, pretty much. And we'll run our final load numbers once we get our final load sheet paperwork from the ground crew. Yep, I can't wait till I get to fly later this month to Utah and try and get in the flight deck. See if I can't get some video on the flight deck and maybe stream it, talk to the pilots a little bit, hopefully. We'll see. We're flying southwest to Salt Lake City from San Diego later this month on the 20th. Can you get a picture? Well, sure. Come on, Tyler. You can get up here. Ron, what's going on? Good to see you. What happened with the plane? I don't know. Phoenix has been giving us issues where we log in and it doesn't like sync with the app, and it thinks that we don't own the plane and it's not authorized, and so it was kind of a hassle. We had to restart, log out of the app, log back in the app, and we got it to work again. It's been doing this on and off now the last few streams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose
Did I add a
items of
security
clothing.
exception Windows Phoenix? I did.
If you are seated
Yes.
in an emergency exit row
That
or a
I
front
did.
row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
It's because I heard what you said about ProSim. Probably. You said, heard me when I said I wasn't a fan of ProSim. We still have ATS tomorrow. If so, I'll be hopping on. Unfortunately, no. We won't have any streams the next couple of days. We're going to be working late. Got to take care of real-world business, unfortunately. Busy at work. So no streams tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll be back flying on Thursday. Thursday we'll be over in Asia. We're going to be flying in the Asia area, Philippines. We're going to be flying to India. This weekend we're going to go to Paro. We're probably going to have a mini long haul this weekend as well. Not a fan of ProSim after the amazing performance it gave during World Flight. I'm still scarred, Andy. Let me get my camera on. I'm still scarred. I still have nightmares. Oh boy. Still have nightmares. Too soon, too soon. I'm gonna go ahead and get the APU switch on here. We'll get the APU fired up. Get some air flowing in the back. Get some air flowing in the back. While we wait for our final load numbers. Yes, too soon. Too soon. Watch the baggage jive work here. What happened to ProSim? ProSim just is very finicky. Very finicky. Well, we can say that. Alright, appreciate you guys sticking out with us though, as our delay to start our flight here. Wouldn't be a real world airline flight without a delay, I guess. So appreciate you guys sticking out. Please don't forget to drop down the thumbs up button if you are boarding our aircraft here even with our delay. That's your price of admission, just a thumbs up. I've kind of had alluded to some big changes coming this year, but then I don't remember hearing any of the details. Did that come out yet? No. You guys will not hear really any more details until we get closer to Expo. There will be there will be some changes for this year and for years moving forward. So yeah, we have some things in the work until they're finalized of exactly what is going to happen. World Flight will be happening this year, so there's no changes in that. But there will be just changes of how we're going to go about World Flight a little bit and some things to come. But the team is still going strong. So, but yes. So those announcements as we get things locked down will definitely come by the Expo time. Either right before the Expo, most likely, or right after the Expo. But that's our time frame for some actual like announcements. The SoCal crew will be back. Back better than ever. Alright, APU is unavailable. Get the bleed on. Go ahead and disconnect the ground power.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
I don't know if it's using our custom announcements. I feel like it's not using the custom announcements for some reason. No, I put them in there. Yeah, they're definitely in there. They're in the right folder as far as I know. iCal code is right as well. Well, I mean, you guys witnessed all the issues we're having. We had to move our sim last minute. And there was, you know, there was issues with having to move the sim last minute, which caused a lot of our issues. But, you know, when you got shitty people in the world that like to see other people fail, and, you know, unfortunately, you know, our community does not have, you know, our communities, you know, has some people in it that just are not very good people, and they force the rookie to have to move his sim, and, you know, we won't get all into that too much, but, you know, unfortunately that stuff happens. We had to adapt and overcome all that. So I didn't get no buzz about the cabin being ready. So yeah, we were forced to move the sim last minute for legal things, and it was a mess. But we still, I think overall, still, I think it was a success. We raised a ton of money. Still had fun. We completed all but, I think we completed all but 2 flights out of the like 70 flights that we had to do. And I can say that's more than I can say from the first year. There was more issues really. There was more issues that were less manageable, I should say, the first year, with the sim crashing using P3D, which was completely unstable, and we never should have used P3D, but that was some other people's call at the time, and that crashed all the time. Ow. Well, it might be, I don't remember flight dash if I put it in after, because we restarted a few times. I think I did put it in after it started, but then I didn't think that was an issue because I didn't start like I didn't start the boarding or anything of the aircraft until after it was in. But I know we put it in like in between flights, the new stuff, so I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but that's probably the reason why we're here in default. Sims, it wasn't at Rookie's house this year when we did it, Mike. It was at it was at his friend's house, and we had to move it to. It requires a sim restart because they live in the community folder. Well, we can usually switch the sound file in between flights without restarting anything. I just think I might have done the wrong order on this one, which that's my fault. I apologize. Alright, APU's on. Let's get the seatbelt sign on. I would restart. Don't want to restart the app now and cause any more delays. We'll get our beacon light on. It was not, Mike. There was sleepless nights, hours of getting that. The sim was down to the wire of being ready for the event. And there was even more things behind the scenes you guys just don't even know about that we had to conquer. Not even just with the sim, just things in general. So it was a miracle that we were able to do it. It was completely successful still. We raised a ton of money. We raised double what we raised the last year. So I think still a huge success. Like I said, we completed all but 2 flights. There was a lot more of the flights than that last year that didn't get completed like we wanted. Yeah, we had issues, but for the most part, I was able to keep the plane in the air and flying The sim itself never crashed. Microsoft was 100% stable. Microsoft did not crash once. Did I restart it myself a couple times? Yes. That was only just to ensure, like, you know, every once in a while, since we were restarting things anyways, we had time, I just restarted Microsoft. It didn't take long to restart Microsoft because in that community folder was only what we needed for World Flight. So it loaded really quick. Not like mine takes, you know, 10-15 minutes to load to the main menu. But yeah, so we were able to keep it alive and flying even with the issues that we did, small issues that we did have. Fenix here, the order for first flight, it matters. Second flight is okay because the folder name doesn't change. No worries. Let's go for the default or web player. Ah, yeah, we can just use the web player. Well, didn't even think about that. We should just use the web player app. Let me go here. That's right. I can switch. Let's do pre-taxi. And go here. There we go. Web announcements definitely better than the default Fenix. The folder name doesn't change. So we're using custom AI announcements, Andy, with the Fenix. You can check out flight-io, who's in chat. Flight-io's website and YouTube channel. He's got some good tutorials on there. But basically, we have a custom folder that links with the Fenix and uses our custom-made announcements instead of just the default Fenix ones. And I just loaded it in the wrong order today, with the hecticness of getting the sim ready.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
So these ones you're about to hear now would be playing with the Fenix.
And yes, you heard that right. If you're hoping for a smooth flight, you're in luck. Because with a name like that, I'm practically a superhero. Welcome aboard Flight 490 with British Airways. We're departing from the lovely city of London and heading to the rock-solid Gibraltar. I've got my trusty sidekick, First Officer James Blunt, by my side.
Yeah,
don't worry.
That might be possible, Mike. You never know.
Sharper than his
You never
surname.
know.
And James,
James,
Fred and Nellie, our fantastic flight attendants, are here to make sure you're comfortable and handle all your in-flight needs. They are more than just pretty faces, folks. We will be cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet today. Now, I know that sounds high, but don't worry. We won't make you climb all the way up there. We have a perfectly good plane that will do the hard work for us. The weather at our destination, Gibraltar, is looking like typical English summer. Overcast clouds with a mild 14 degrees Celsius. That's 57 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you who like it a bit more American. We're expecting to touch down at around 7:34 a.m. Gibraltar time, assuming we don't get waylaid by a flock of seagulls or decide to take a scenic detour around the Pillars of Hercules. I promise to keep my superhero antics to a minimum for a timely arrival. Your safety is our utmost priority, so please pay close attention to the safety briefing that our flight attendants will shortly provide. Those life jackets under your seats aren't just fashion accessories, you know. So sit back,
Fenix app has its own default folder for
and enjoy
announcements.
the flight.
If you load the Fenix app,
And remember,
it tries to
laughter
decide
is
what
the
folder to
best
use. If it
in-flight
finds
entertainment,
your call
so
sign
don't
folder
hesitate to
all
call me
set,
if you
then
need a
in
good
between
joke.
flights,
Thank
as
you for
long
choosing British
as you swap out a
Airways,
new folder with the
where
same
our
exact
flights
email,
are
you
just
hotspot.
like our humor.
Gotcha.
We always aim to
Okay,
leave
that's
you
what I
on
did
a
then.
high
It was
note.
definitely started on the first flight before I had it in there, unfortunately. With all the confusion and restarting late before the stream. Yeah, it was definitely in there after the fact. So that's my fault. I apologize. Alright, we're ready for pushback here, I believe. Oops. I had it open and I closed it. Continue push. We're gonna go nose right here, I believe.
Release parking brakes.
And we'll release the brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, block time's coming on. Engine mode over to ignition. And let's fire up engine numero uno. Maybe you know I love your streams when those announcements are cringy. I think they're super funny. I think they're funny. Some of them can be cringy, but then that also makes them funny. Yeah, I'm not forgetting anything else, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything else. Corny, cringy. That's how we are on this channel. We're corny. Corny and cheesy. I'm Maverick. Nice to meet you. Alright, engine number 1 is available. Starting engine 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, monkeys and squirrels, welcome aboard British Airways flight number 490, or as I like to call it, the Flying Circus. Now I know you're all eager to jump right into the latest issue of Sky Mall, but I've got a few important things to say. And no, it's not a knock-knock joke. So put down your phones, tablets, kids, or whatever's keeping you busy, and lend me your ears for a few minutes. My name's James, and I'll be your in-flight comedian, flight attendant for this journey. I'm here to make sure your flight is as comfortable as a cat on a sunny window ledge, and safer than a turtle in its shell. Firstly, let's talk about the seatbelt. It's like a relationship, folks. It has to click. Simply insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To open, lift the upper portion. Make sure it's fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on, and even when it's off, keep it on while seated, because you never know when you might hit some sky bumpy roads. Now, in case your fabulous British Airways flight turns into a cruise, don't worry, we've got you covered. The life vest is under your seat. To use it, slip it over your head, clip the waistband together, and pull tight. To inflate, pull the red toggles, or blow into the tubes like you're at a birthday party, and there's only one balloon left. In the unlikely event we need to evacuate, and I mean unlikely, unlike my chances of winning the lottery, your nearest exit could be behind you. So have a look around now, and count the rows to the nearest exit in front and behind you. And remember, they're not just for decoration, folks. If the cabin pressure drops, oxygen masks will drop from above.
Why?
Pull down on the mask to start the oxygen flow. Attach it to your face first before helping others. It's like being on a date, folks. You've got to take care of yourself first. Now let's talk about electronics. Kindly switch them to airplane mode, or like I call it, the silent treatment. Large devices like laptops should be put away during takeoff and landing, or they might go on an adventure you didn't intend. Smoking, including e-cigarettes, is not allowed. Not even if you've got a fancy one that blows unicorn-shaped smoke. And tampering with the smoke detectors in the lavatories is against the law. And seriously, doesn't make you a cool rebel.
We figured it out. Somehow this knob got turned to shut there. The valve was shut.
Located in the seat pocket in front of you. It's got all the juicy details of everything I've just said.
That's why they pay us the big bucks.
Thank you for choosing British Airways.
Carlin, what's going on?
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Or the back of the seat in front of you. Whatever floats your boat.
Alright. Engine is coming to life now. See, we figured it out. We figured it out, fam. No worries. No worries. Thought we had another problem. Hope it don't. It's all Gucci, baby. Oh boy, I'm going insane. How long is the flight? 2 hours and 26 minutes of planned flight time. Let's go ahead and get flaps 1 set. Flaps 1's coming out. We need a trim of that down 0.2 right there. We are on Unicom. We're looking good. Engine 2 is available. Start switch off. APU bleed and APU coming off. Taxi light is coming on. Alright, we're finally ready for departure. We're only departing about an hour late. It's fine. just an hour late. Parking brake released. We'll get max brake. And boom, predicted wind shear on. Takeoff config is normal. Alright, let's taxi on around to 09 right, shall we? We'll taxi Bravo here to Echo, and we'll take Echo to the other Bravo. Or to Alpha and down. Brothers here being airtro sensitive. Doing a return? No, just the one flight tonight, JJ. We got some stuff to do after stream around the house. And then I gotta be up super early for work. Gonna be working some long hours the next couple days. Haas, what's going on? Good to see you. So yeah, just the one flight into Gibraltar. And then we'll be back flying on Thursday. Thursday we're gonna be over in the Asia area. I don't know which flight we're going to do yet, but we're going to be from Thursday to Sunday. We'll be all around Asia, Philippines, India, Pyro. Be all around that area on the rest of the week, starting on Thursday. There will be some kind of long haul this weekend. We may be flying the A330 in a mini long haul this weekend. Haven't flown the headwind in a good minute, so we'll probably be in the headwind. I don't know how much of the Phoenix will fly this weekend. We may fly more of the Phoenix. We may fly some of the other Airbus. But I know one of our flights will for sure be in the headwind A330. It might be the flight we do into the Philippines, maybe. But we're definitely going to do Pyro this weekend as well. See if we can fly the Phoenix into Pyro if it works with us. So we'll attempt to land the Phoenix into Pyro and see how well we do. That one is just a great bird. It really is. I like it. I do love me some headwind. So we'll take the second right coming up here onto Alpha, and we'll take Alpha down to the end of the runway for departure. Whoa. Yeah. The rudders still act weird with this plane. I go to stop and it wants to pull the one way. A little finicky. Could just be our rudder setup too. Anyone know if the A300 does any cargo ops over in Asia? Because we may do some not A330, sorry, A300 cargo ops. There might be some A330 cargo ops too, but A300, if there's any airlines that use A300 in Asia, let me know, because I'm going to look and see if we can do some cargo ops over there this weekend as well. I think that will be fun. A300 Kevin would love that. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking we'd do some A300 cargo ops just for Kevin. It's his favorite plane. We know how much Kevin loves it. The cabin is ready for takeoff as well. Let's go down here. We'll get this TKS TRA. This thing taxis super quick. I feel like I have to taxi in idle reverse almost. This plane just wants to fly, baby. Southwest taxi, baby. That's right, Richard. That's right. Southwest taxi. Heathrow traffic. Speedbud 490 taking off runway 9 right. To London Heathrow. Alright, let's slow her down here as we get on. Ready to go. Lights coming on. Alright, friends. We are ready to go. Get ready to spam them toga emojis. Alcus, what's going on? Just in time for departure. There we go. Chrono's coming on. Takeoff power is set. Takeoff roll. And V1 rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. And climb power is set. Those clouds, right? Looks so good. It looks so good. Flaps coming up. Still hand flying her here. She's looking good. Nice cloudy departure out of London. Won't be London without some rain. Been a while. Has a A380 been released? It has not. There's been no news of the A380, sadly. No real news yet. Ooh, look at that breakout. Oh, got a restriction here at 6,000. We are cloud surfing, baby. Cloud surfing here at 6,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and take us direct to Ibnid. Take a tiny shortcut. Tiny shortcut as we start climbing again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're climbing. So how's everyone's Monday going? Hopefully everyone's having a good start to your week. I know for some of you it's already Tuesday, but it's still Monday for me. It was a Monday for sure today. Definitely for sure a Monday. I'm gonna have me a little snack here. Oops. And have me a little in-flight snack. But yeah, today was definitely a Monday, you could tell. What's the snack? I mean, I know it's Subway, but no, it's not Subway. We did have Subway for lunch, though. Yeah, we had Subway for lunch today at work, but our snack is just a can of spaghetti. A can of spaghetti. Cam, what's going on? Yeah, so I might be actually looking into starting the whole factor meal, the factor meal prep plan. I heard Kenda in his stream the other day mention that he was doing it, and I kind of talked to him about it a little bit. And I kind of knew about it already. You know, I'm looking for something that's easy and something that's going to save me money on food. But the main thing is just not spending a whole ton of money on food. I'm a cold canned ravioli guy. Yeah, I don't mind the raviolis either, Haas, but I really like the spaghetti and meatball. Cold out of the can, I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing alternate day fasting right now, and today's a fast day, so any talk of food is awesome. Sorry, I won't talk about my delicious Subway sandwich I had for lunch. I'm a fat guy, I love cold ravioli. I don't know, I feel like the spaghetti meatball out of a can tastes better in the can cold than it does heated up. But I know, I'm crazy. No, please go on. Well, you see, Andy, I had a nice, big, toasted, foot-long chicken teriyaki sandwich with lettuce, bell pepper, onion, chipotle sauce, sweet onion sauce, smothered in oil and vinegar with salt and pepper. It was delicious. I don't think I could do any cold anything out of a can. No. Hey, don't knock it till you try it, Andy. Don't knock it till you try it. And hopefully, my description of my sandwich was good for you. Now I want a cigarette. Oh, passing 18,000 feet. Lights coming off. Seatbelt sign's gonna come off here as well, as we're cruising. We are cruising. We're climbing to 35,000 feet on the way to Gibraltar. So looking at flights for Gibraltar, they don't have a lot of flights to Gibraltar, do they? Or am I missing something? Because it seems like the only flights to and from Gibraltar are from London area. Pretty much just EasyJet and British Airways go to Gibraltar and like no one else. I don't know if I'm just missing something on that, but yeah, so it's just British Airways and EasyJet from London. Kind of surprised on that no one else flies there to from any other airport. It's pretty much from like Manchester, Bristol, Gatwick, and Heathrow. Stressing the man out. Yeah, I didn't know such few flights really went to Gibraltar, so if we ever want to go to Gibraltar one day, I guess we have to go through London. It's the only way there. Only way there. Only way there is with Speedbird and EasyJet. I'd fly for EasyJet. Alright, well, good thing about going to Gibraltar is we're flying mostly over land the whole way, so if anything goes wrong, we don't have to ditch it in the ocean. we should be able to make landfall somewhere. I fly with virtually easy, lots of good destinations. Yeah. Yep. EasyJet does have EasyJet goes everywhere in Europe. Everywhere. So, speaking of which, this Sunday, I think we plan on doing a full day on Sunday. A full day of flying, because Saturday, I think, is only going to be one longish flight in the A330. But Sunday, I think we're going to be doing a full day of flying on Sunday. And I think we're going to be flying on Pilot Edge again, I think, on this Sunday. Yeah, we're either going to do Pilot Edge this Sunday or next Sunday. I'm not sure which Sunday yet, but we'll just have to see how the flights go this weekend. Friday night, I think we're going into Pyro. So I think that's the plan for Friday night. Friday night, we're going into Pyro. Thursday, I think we're going to fly in India. I think we're going to fly around Mumbai. Something to do with India on Thursday. Pyro on Friday. The Philippines on Saturday. It's kind of how I have it laid out as of right now. Surprised Ryanair doesn't fly in here. I'm surprised too. They fly to that other airport that we flew into yesterday, which is not too far away from Gibraltar. So yeah, I'm surprised they don't. Ryanair can't handle the short runway in Gibraltar, I guess. You know, it's only visual approaches, pretty much. Into Gibraltar, they don't have... they got military approaches, and they have civilian approaches into Gibraltar. But it is all pretty much visual, so... probably why Ryanair can't handle. Ryanair, you can't handle... A lot of crazy wind in Gibraltar too. There's a crazy wind effect with the mountain and everything. You've got to even have a wind effects chart here that you have to be aware of for turbulence going into Gibraltar. So, gonna be interesting. She's gonna be spicy. Current weather METAR is, I mean, it's clear skies right now, so we should be fine. It's clear skies, some 4-knot winds. Shouldn't be too bad going into Gibraltar. But if you guys are just joining us, please don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. Going for at least 30 likes tonight before we get to Gibraltar. We're more than halfway there, so maybe we can get 40 likes. I think we're already at 20. Flying Gibraltar is challenging and fun. You can spend a lot of time setting up for it, getting your VR programmed in. You could even set it up so that you have custom waypoints in the FMC. I'm not extremely familiar with how that's done. I mean, yeah, I could put in my own waypoints in the FMC if I want to, based on what's on the chart in here. Because I mean, if we look at our planned route, going all the way down into Gibraltar. So we're coming in here and it's pretty much a left turn direct to CF for the final here. Into runway 27. Yeah, runway 27 is what we're landing here today. Straight in. So this approach is definitely going to be challenging with the Fenix because we all know the Fenix likes to float. And there is no floating here. If we have to go around, we will go around. But it's only a 5,800 foot runway, so we're putting her down. Gotta put her down on the numbers on this. Cannot float past the numbers. So if we have to, we will call a go around. Hopefully we don't have to. $1,500? No, 5,800. 5.8 cam. 5,800. 1,500 foot. We wouldn't be able to. We wouldn't be landing there. Catch the 3-wire. Hey, Mavin, the Air New Zealand 481 New Zealand to... I don't remember what airport that is. Auckland to somewhere? That's cool, James. But yeah, so we got to put her on the numbers. It's only 5,800 feet on the runway. 5,800 feet. Well, 5,800 feet, but technically there's a displaced threshold, so really it's only 5,000 feet. There's 5,000 feet of room for landing, so 5,013 feet is what the chart says. We do have a PAPI system, so they got the PAPI lights. Yes, they do have PAPI lights, which is good. But yeah, 5,000 of usable space to land, 5,500 feet to take off on. So yeah, pretty similar to John Wayne. Wellington, that's right. Yeah, that's right, it's Wellington. But yeah, so we could put in some waypoints in here if we want. Yankee. I think Yankee is the last fix. Point Yankee has 3-mile radar fix from the airport. Which at Yankee we need to be about 920 feet. So, but we can do this with our approach ring. So at 5 miles is when we start our glide slope in from 1,500 pretty much. Which I guess I could put some fix info in here now. So we go LXGB. That's what we'll use our fix rings here for the approach. And we'll go 10 miles. And we'll do one more. And we'll do 5 miles. So that'll help us with our approach into the airport. But we got a ways to go. We're almost to our cruising altitude, 35,000 feet today. 1,500 feet would be like an aircraft carrier and a half, right? Yeah. Manual braking is in order. Yeah, we can have auto brake medium. I mean, the Airbus has pretty good brakes, so a lot better brakes than the Boeing. Airbus has really good brakes. A lot better than the 7.3 though. All right, so we've only been in the air for 21 minutes though. Excuse me. So we got about 2 hours to our destination. Just about 2 hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've just reached a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, or as I like to call it, a great place to play hide and seek with the clouds. We've managed to get off the ground from London, and we're now on our way to Gibraltar. We're currently cruising along on flight 49 Don't worry, no math required, that's just our special number for the day. Our fantastic team of flight attendants, James, Fred, and Nellie, will be starting their in-flight services shortly. Now I know we have 2 Jameses on board, but don't worry, they've promised not to pull any parent trap stunts on us today. Looking at our flight plan, we're expected to arrive around 7:34 in the morning. I've heard Gibraltar's a great place for breakfast, so if you've got any recommendations, feel free to pass them up to the cockpit. In terms of weather, it's expected to be a lovely day in Gibraltar, with a temperature around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if you left your winter coat on the plane, don't worry, you won't need it. So sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and remember, laughter is the best in-flight entertainment. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today, folks. As always, we hope you enjoy your flight with British Airways.
Anyone out there do crypto? Any of you guys do any crypto trading? Crypto exchange. I saw some crypto last night, was kind of popping off, so I put some money into it. Already doubled my money. I haven't put a whole bunch into it, but money's already doubled. We're talking like 400 bucks here. Mr. Kenny. Sorry. Forgot to do that for Scott there. Since Mr. Scott will be away for a while, you can take his place. It was the deal I made with Mr. Scott. You must zap responsibly. I used to, it's a risky market, so I stopped doing it. It is very risky. That's why I don't really put a whole lot into it. I've had a few $100 in Shiba for a long time that I just like kind of left in there. And it kind of went, you know, really down. Now it's kind of really coming back. Hey, B. Arcaden, good to see you. Welcome aboard. But I know Bitcoin's up. I think Ether hit an all-time high, maybe something like that. But I pretty much have my money in Dogecoin and Shiba. Doge and Shiba is what I got my money in. Right now I have 14,490 coins of Shiba. And then I have 1,200 coins of Doge. Government trying to control the death of crypto. I think crypto in itself is going to be the the death of crypto, to be honest, because it's just not real money. I mean, yeah, you can make money on it and you can cash it out, but crypto's too volatile to be ever used as real world currency. One day your money, you can have a bunch of money, and one day you could be broke. Like, it's not like the dollar where it's pretty steady, like minor changes, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same. Just started flight simming with the Flywire A320X. Any tips on how to get better at landing approach? Pretty good at everything else. Just practice, man. Just practice for what feels good for you. Download like Flight Recorder, which is a replay tool. If you capture your replay of your landing, start from when you're final configured, record that. Then you can play the replay and put your plane back in the sky right where you were, and you can just stop the replay and you can keep flying the approach over and over and over again. Wish did GameStop user I'd be rich. See, I don't follow all of it enough to know. There's a lot of crypto on here that if we were to just put a few $100s in, we would be millionaires. Like if you get in from the start, like the Shiba. If I put $1,000 into Shiba when it first came out, we'd be multi-millionaires right now. $1,000 into Shiba when it first came out. No. I mean, if Shiba ever hits $1, it's way far from $1. But if it ever hits $1, we'll have 14 million. But, you know. I don't know. You know, if you have a couple extra $100 to spend each month, you know, maybe look at some stocks and you just kind of take a gamble and take a couple $100 and put it in something and just see what happens. You know, a couple $100 not going to break the bank, but it could fill your bank. You know what I mean? Like, instead of going to the movies a couple extra times that month, just use that money you would use to spend on something that you're not going to get any investment out of. And just put you know, a couple $100 in something. You never know. Yeah, someone was trying to tell me to get a wallet back in 2011 and never listened. Someone was telling me to get in back in the day with Bitcoin, and I never listened. And I should have done that. We'd be billionaires. Bitcoin back in the day, but I didn't know anything about that stuff back then. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Could have got in on the Bitcoin. So I did cash in on Dogecoin. So I did cash in on Dogecoin. I made about 8 grand on Dogecoin off of $600. Back when Dogecoin went all the way up to like 70 cents. That right there is what helped pay for some of the Tesla down payment. Help with the down payment for the Tesla. You sent me a message, Kenny? All right. Smart move, yep. Yeah, I could have made probably like 12. Yeah, I could have had like 12 or 14 grand on the Doge when it peaked, but I thought it was going to keep going with Elon Musk and everything to like over $1, so I didn't cash out right away at 70 cents. But as it was kept dropping, I finally cashed out. But yeah, the last couple days, all the crypto's kind of been going up quite a bit. So I don't know. Yeah, Bitcoin's up 22% for the last week. It's up 50% over the last 3 months. Bitcoin is something you can't really invest in and make money on unless you have a lot of money. Bitcoin's just too expensive. So for someone on a budget, you got to look for those newer stocks that are just coming out, the cheaper ones, the good deals that, you know, low risk, high reward is what I look for. You know what I mean? Low risk, high reward is kind of what I'm looking for. You know, if I put a couple $100 in one and it doesn't pan out, not going to kill me. If I put, you know, if I were to put all $4,000 of my taxes that I'm getting back onto one, that could kill me. That could really hurt. It's just so hard to tell what, you know, you never know what stock's going to do good. Like, I mean, if I put, so say I put the, if I were to put my 4 grand in Shiba a week ago, right? I would have more than doubled my money already in a week. But how do you know, that's what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, it's gone up quite a bit. It's gone up 300% in the last week. So it's hard to tell, you know. It's up 400% in the last 3 months. So, you know, 3 months ago, if I would have risked it, said, okay, let's put 4 grand in here, I would have had 12 already. Which would be great. I could use 12. Could pay off a lot of bills. So it is tempting, but you just got to be careful with your money. Don't overextend yourself. Really do your research. You know, like looking at how the stock is going up right now, it's tempting to not say take $1,000 when I get it, and not put $1,000 into one of them. You know, it'd be very tempting not to do that. It's just trending upwards, and if it were to increase another 300% a week, then we would, you know, we'd be looking pretty with our money. But I could spend $1,000 on a lot more financial, reliable stuff and get bills paid instead of risking it. so it's not really worth the risk. That wouldn't be a low risk, high reward. That'd be a high risk, high reward type thing. And you got Dogelon Mars coin. Like, there's just so many different Bitcoins out, so many different crypto out there that just doesn't make any sense, like how any of this stuff is worth money. It's one like giant Ponzi scheme, to be honest. You know, not everyone will make money, so you got to remember, someone has to lose for you to make money. Someone has to lose for you to make money. But if I were to buy, say, Elon coin right now, you know, I could get 93 million coins for only 40 bucks. 93 million coins for only 40 bucks. So that would be what you would call high reward, low risk. I could probably, let's see, how much would be... $200 for 500 million coins. So if it ever reached $1, you know, it's $500 million you could get off of this. If it ever reached $1. Now that is a super long shot. You know, this coin is not even worth even a penny yet. But again, $200 in there is up 116%, so we would have made, you know, at least $200 already by now. If I buy the Phoenix, do I have to pay taxes for it? Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Technically anything you buy online, like Amazon or anything like that, you're technically supposed to report it to your local government. Here in the States anyways. You know, anything I buy on Amazon, technically I'm supposed to pay state taxes on that because I'm not buying it in California, and wherever it's buying, you're supposed to technically report that in tax, I think, but don't think anyone does. Well, I'm sure there's some kind of tax, yeah. Most things you buy, there's a tax. Yeah, most things you buy, there's a tax. I mean, it's just unfortunate that's how the world works. You gotta pay taxes on things you buy, sales tax. Glad I bought Blockbuster stock. You can see all the coins are starting to go down a little bit now, but it's an up and down game, up and down game. Unless you incorporate Delaware. It's too much tax, only $90. $90? What do you mean $90? That's a lot of money. The Phoenix doesn't cost no $90. Nothing in sim I buy ever has charged me tax. I think maybe because these products are not tangible. Not sure. Like I said, it depends on how you buy it, Cam. Technically, anything you buy online, you're supposed to report to your taxes. Like I said, no one keeps track of that. No one does. But technically, like, it does ask you, did you buy any goods online this year when you do your taxes? And you're technically supposed to say, okay, on Amazon I bought this, and then you got to pay taxes on it because you didn't pay state tax in California, but you bought it from California. You know what I mean? I just bought $100 of Shiba Inu and it's your fault. Hey, I didn't say to buy it. I didn't say to buy it. Shibu's going down right now. It was going up, 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 and now it's starting to go down a little bit. It's down 14% in the last hour. She's starting to crash back down. But I have a feeling it'll go back up again. I have a feeling it'll go back up. Right, like I said, I put a few $100 in there, just let it sit there, see what happens. If something happens with it, it happens with it. If it never does, you know, we're never gonna notice the difference. That sounds good, Kenny. I'll take a look. Doom, 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 doom. I just spend my money, then I don't have to worry about investing. But what are you going to do if you run out of money to spend? That's the problem. That's what the real problem is. I'm never retiring. I'm gonna say that now. You say that now until you get to like 70 and you're like, I don't want to retire, I'm too tired. Like even if I did like strike it rich or something like that, I feel we would still always be doing what we're doing right here. We'd still always be on our YouTube stream. They might be a little more extravagant, but you know, we might actually do more real world traveling type streams, but we'd still be on here with you guys. Any of you guys been keeping up with spring training and the baseball season upon us? My Angels pitching staff actually has been looking pretty good. Angels pitching staff has the second lowest walk rate right now in the league, which is pretty promising. From the sounds of it, Ron Washington might have what it takes to turn the Angels around. Gonna be like the American Airlines mechanic. I'm halfway there going 50 years. I'll be 75, then I got my son down, can take care of me. There you go. There you go. As long as their idea of taking care of you is not just sticking you in a home somewhere. I'm gonna stick you in a home somewhere and leave you there. What's our cruise speed today? We're only going at 7.5. Airplane be acting all crazy right now. We are like 500 feet above our assigned altitude here. He was like 75 years and employed American Airlines as a mechanic. He's like 90 years old now. Damn, it's a long time. Hey, you know, some people just love to work. You know, there you do got those people out there. Some people just literally love to work. You know? I mean, look at Betty White. She worked till the day she died. You know? Betty White was out there 99 years old working and having fun and doing things. And so yeah, some people just love to work. You know, unfortunately, that's why they say like a lot of people die after they retire. Like a lot of people die within like 5 years after retirement. And that's because, you know, some people just, you know, they lose purpose. So like they lose a purpose, a sense of purpose of what to do in life, right? When you have nothing to do, like, I mean, it's a real mental thing. Your body will start to shut down on you. Like if your mind thinks you have no purpose, like your mind will start shutting your body down. You know, as I said, that's why a lot of people die 5 years after retirement. You know, it's also why, like, you hear all the stories of, like, you know, couples that have been married for 60 years and, like, the husband or wife passed away and then not long after that the other one passes away because, you know, they're just heartbroken, can't live without the other one, and the body just, you know, gives up. So, no matter what you do in life, even if you retire, always have some kind of purpose, have some kind of goal for you, whether it's just stuff around the house or, you know, a health goal, an exercise goal, something. Always have some kind of goal and something to strive for, even if you're retired. As long as you're having fun with what you're doing, it's not a job. I really enjoy what I do, so it's still fun to go to work. Hey, they always say that if you love what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what they say. You know, it'd be like being a pilot. If you love what you're doing, then you never really work a day in your life. You'll be landing west, not as challenging as the 9. Yeah, we're landing west today. According to the weather right now, we're landing to the west. So yeah, landing to the west. So yeah, that's how we'll be landing unless the weather changes on us by the time we get there. We still got a ways to go. Still got about an hour and 20 minutes or so. Hour and 20 minutes to our arrival, something like that. Yo, Rick, what's going on, man? What's your impression so far, man, with this new 320? Other than it not wanting to load in the sim properly and giving me all kinds of issues of using the damn thing, when it works, the Fenix, especially now with our AI announcements that can be integrated with it, thanks to flight-io, with the integration of GSX, the A320 is the most complete simulation of an airline day-to-day life as a pilot, in my opinion. The way that it flies is, I think, better from all the other versions. I think I still prefer to fly the PMDG 737. I think in terms of just how it lands and flies, I feel like feels better. But it doesn't have the full simulation like the Fenix does. Now everything is automated and integrated. If the PMDG can match that, then I would choose the 737 over the Fenix, but I'm also biased because it's my favorite airplane. I love having more to do as a pilot than less to do. I don't like having too much to do, but I want more than what the Airbus offers. You know what I mean? Airbus is literally a couple clicks on the overhead panel and you're done. You know, there's not a whole lot of things to do. It's all automated. Even the newer Boeings are more automated now too, but there's still more switches to flip. You want a 777 now? We know, Rick. We know. Probably 1 month. Probably a month from now or less. Yeah, probably a month from now or less. But yeah, so that's really my thoughts of the Fenix. I think it's a good update. I really love the GSX integration. I'm a big fan of GSX. I know GSX isn't perfect. There's nothing really perfect out there. You're going to get bugs for everything. We like pushing things, dude. Right. So that is why 7.3 is going to be my favorite still. You know, but what Fenix has done with the integration with their tablet, great tablet, the integration with the tablet and the McDo now, integration with the GSX, the announcements that we can add in custom sound packs or AI custom sound packs now. It is the complete simulation. But if the PMDG can integrate GSX like this, and I can link my custom announcements to that, then I would be picking PMDG over the Fenix. But that's just because that's just more of a preference of aircraft at that point. Not necessarily because one's better than the other. Huh, even that thing moves. Does this turn on at all? This doesn't turn on, it just moves, huh? Circuit breakers, though. We can touch and pull out circuit breakers. Now, the only thing I don't like about PMDG either is their cockpit door doesn't open like the Fenix. Like, I wish that PMG's door would actually open like this. And you can walk through it a little bit more realistic. Used to fly nothing but the 319, 321, and X-Plane for almost 2 years, but would get bored and couldn't wait to disconnect the autopilot on approach. The MD-80 full opposite. FS2 crew is a must in my opinion. Yeah, the MD-80, probably FS2 crew is probably a must because the MD-80, now that plane is a handful. That definitely is a multi-person plane. Yeah, so the MD-80, probably a little too much for me to do. We need the balance between the MD-80 and the Airbus. But yeah, I mean overhead here. I mean besides flicking the lights on, like, and the IRS switches which are on all the planes, you just turn the fuel pump switches on. That's about it. APU switch. I mean, there's not a whole much. Start the engines automatic. Just one flip of the switch. No packs to turn off. No engine start lever to switch between what engine you're starting. Yeah, it's just too automated. You can start an Airbus a lot quicker than the 7.3. Not that it takes me long to start a 7.3 either. Like we can get a plane ready to go in 5 minutes. You know. But yeah, I need my buttons. I like my buttons. More buttons, more better. More buttons, more better. I did PE pilot math 3.5 hours on trial, 1.5 hours left. Still on the fence. It's high workload. It can be a high workload, yeah, because you're doing real world frequencies. You can do shared cockpits though on Pilot Edge Cam. So if you have anyone to fly with, you can do shared cockpits on Pilot Edge just like you do on VATSIM. That also makes things a lot better because you got someone just handling radios while you're flying the plane. But it's definitely a challenge. Depends on where you fly to, because there's not always a ton of air traffic on Pilot Edge. When we flew the other day, there was a ton of traffic where we were flying at, but you know, you just got to know the actual frequencies. The frequencies are on the chart for the most part. But it can be a lot of fun always knowing you're going to have ATC, right? It just adds to the experience. You know, if Pilot Edge covered the whole entire states, I would pay extra for it and I would use it all the time. And I would probably never be on VATSIM for the states, but Kevin, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. We were just talking about you and how we're probably going to fly the A300 this weekend just for you, because we know it's your favorite plane. Well, I mean, your name is Cam MD80, so I think in your name you can't not fly the MD80, right? It's kind of like XP72. XP is X-plane in his name, like, so XP can't not fly X-plane, right? He can't just stick to Microsoft. He'd have to change his name.
Didn't care for one another, you and I. Thought I was okay, till something in me changed, don't know why.
Look at that, you Dodger fans. Your star ace, Creighton Kershaw, on the 60-day DL already to start the season. I love it. Let's see. I tracked them. Was able to catch 3 so far in SoCal. Goosebumps every time. Nice. Why would I care what plane you fly, Mav? Well, I just wanted to fly your favorite plane. That's it. I was just trying to make Kevin happy. MG is slow at releasing their 777. I mean, all the developers are slow at releasing products these days. They overpromise and underdeliver most of the time. So, take anything they say until they give you a hard date, like a specific hard release day. Just take everything with a grain of salt. Don't expect too much. Wait until something is actually released before we get excited. I'll get excited when we actually get a release date. Or they come out and say, hey, 777's released, enjoy. Nope, life is great, Kevin. Life is great. We're having a 757, probably not till either the end of the year or beginning of next year. According to the developer. Look at the Target job you applied for. You don't like FedEx there, Tyler? Are you flying the Fenix with a yoke, JJ? I have the external app for like the FMC2, but I don't have all that set up. I do have the Stream Deck that I can program the plane to. I have the PMDG profile on the Stream Deck. I don't have the Fenix currently, but we are going to get stuff set up like that though, as when I get my new desk set up, new computer, new desk. I'm going to be getting a more cockpit type feel for my setup moving forward. No, okay. Well, I saw the Stream Deck was resting on the yoke on the desk, so I wasn't sure if you were using the yoke. I was hoping you just left it there. I just wanted to make sure. Too much pain to move all the time. I feel you on that, JJ. And just like I said, our current setup, we do have to move the yoke out of the way. So that way we can use our keyboard and have that in front of us and some other things. But once we get our taxes back, we're going to get a whole new custom setup, whole new desk, set up everything differently. And get everything to where it's kind of like set up naturally on our side with the throttle and the stick, and then yoke in front of us on the desk. And yeah, we're going to have it looking much better. We'll have a holder for the Stream Deck. Because I'm gonna get another Stream Deck, because I want to use. I'm gonna have to use two Stream Decks, one for the stream and some controls, and I'm gonna mount like a Stream Deck, like on an overhead or something, and use the Stream Deck as like an actual overhead type thing. That's kind of my plan, anyways. But yes, no, trust me, it's JJ. There's a reason why us streamers stick to flying one type of aircraft for a week or so most of the time, because it is a pain to switch out the controls left and right. Like, I gotta switch out the throttles, the yoke, the whole thing. And they took away one of my shifts at FedEx, which I'm really pissed about. Nah, gotcha. Yeah, no, the things in the economy right now, Tyler, are uncertain. UPS laying off people, changing shifts, forcing drivers out. Like, it's... it'd be great if Thrustmaster had a quick release to the yoke. That would be kind of cool. J-Foot, I agree. That would be kind of cool. Let's see the whole shit up. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, sir. Where do we go from here? Where are you currently flying to, JJ? Looks like you're flying somewhere. Yeah, no, not too bad of setup. Yeah, once we get our thing all set up again, we'll have a setup studio tour. We're gonna completely redo everything: our room, the setup, the displays, the wall, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna go all out on our setup once we get our new PC put together. All kinds of stuff. Oh, you're flying with us. Nice. United 21. I didn't know anyone was flying with us today. Even better. Even better. Let's see, where's my thing at? Here we go. Yep, there we go. I see you. A320 United 21. You're about 127 miles behind me. Or so. 100 miles behind me. Not too bad. I mean, hey, I'll probably be making some more money. And there you go. Nothing wrong with that, Tyler. I'm using my Thrustmaster 150 racing pedals for the brakes and rudder. Oh boy. How do you use... Well, I mean... I guess you could set that up, yeah, just pushing on the brake. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I guess if you have 3 pedals, you can do 1 pedal for the brake and the other 2 pedals for the rudder, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how that would work other than maybe like that. I'm a Boeing guy with a Thrustmaster, but this Fenix A320 is going to make me buy a Airbus setup. Yeah. We have the Thrustmaster Airbus setup for sure that we're using. Like I said, we're going to get a whole new setup here. We're going to have a bunch of new camera angles. We'll have flight control cams and all kinds of stuff that we can switch to now between both setups. Like things are going to be set up in here a lot more efficient and better. Yeah, I'm an X2 till I get about 10 miles from you. Ah, ×2, got it. Need a new desk? Yeah, same. Yeah, set the software standard for single axis, got it. So you have a rudder and set both brakes to the third pedal. Okay, yeah, that's how I was thinking you would set that up. It's the only thing that made sense to me on that. Only thing that made sense. Works great. There you go. Yeah, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully we get our taxes back either this week, next week, and as soon as we do get our tax money back, the PC is going to be going to the shop. We'll have a little bit of a break probably from streaming as we get new things set up. We're going to rebrand some things and some new graphics, some new overlays. We're going to get some stuff going. New PC setup, new desk. What new components will I be getting for the computer? So I'm going to get a new CPU. So I'm going to be getting that package from Micro Center, which includes a new CPU, new motherboard, new DDR5 RAM, new power supply unit, a new graphics card. The only thing that's not changing on my PC is pretty much going to probably be my case and my cooling unit for the CPU. That's probably pretty much the only thing not changing. Can I link the package from Micro Center? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. 1 second. So this is the package from Micro Center here. So that's going to be the link. It comes with an i9 12900K. It comes with 2 sticks of RAM for 32 gigabytes and a new motherboard for only $399. Only $400 for all that, which is an incredible deal because you're paying almost that much for, you know, just a CPU by itself, right? Right. Yeah, so as soon as that comes, I mean, it's $219 just for the motherboard by itself. Then you're taking, you know, it's $307 just for the CPU. Like, it's already more than that, and it doesn't even include the RAM. So the only thing with the motherboard is it doesn't have... The motherboard doesn't have as many USB connections as mine does now. It's kind of the only drawback on this motherboard, to be honest, but I probably don't need as many USB as I have because I do have a hub that I can use. So... you sure we run some stuff on Ultra? Nice. Make sure you get a big recycle bin on your PC to keep your A300 in. Hater. What GPU? It's going to be a 3090. What about M.2 ports? I'm pretty sure there was M.2 ports on here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was 2 M.2 ports. I'd have to double check. Because there was no M.2 ports and I won't be able to use this motherboard, but I'm pretty sure I saw 2 slots on there. I only have 1 M.2. I'm pretty sure there's 2 on there. I gotta read more into it. I haven't looked totally into it. But this is the deal I've been kind of looking at that, you know, is most likely what I'm gonna get. Guess who's back? This guy. What's up, Kenny? But yeah, so yeah, Mr. Rookie is trading me my GPU for his 3090 that he doesn't use, so we'll be installing his 3090 into here with the new CPU and everything. You know, I technically don't even need to increase my CPU, but I figured if I'm gonna do that and they have a good deal like that, I might as well just do it all, you know what I mean? It's got 16 cores. No, it seems pretty good. It has 2, looks like it. Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like it had 2. 24 processing threads. M.2 port type. Looks like I might have 4 according to this thing online. I can't really tell though. Modules, voltage. Serial thing with the 2 screws on the motherboard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw those 2. That's why it looks like it's 2, but I could be wrong. Deliver. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Mike Jones. Ports under there? Yeah, no, they're under the rectangle thing. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, did see that. Save image. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to get a new case with it. I'd rather not. I don't have to buy a new case, but... almost, man. Delevator. Oh, Delevator. Or just Del. Alright, we'll call you Del. Delevator. Just chilling late night browsing. Hey, Nice. Welcome to the stream. You feeling a butter tonight? I'm feeling a butter, but it's going to be tough. We're always feeling the butter, Mike, but why does our plane keep jumping up and down here? Microsoft doing some weird weather shit. Our plane keeps going out of the altitude window for some reason. I'm gonna try to stay up to watch it. Loving this bird? I do. It's a great bird to fly. I love it. And we've had some issues trying to get it to work loading in. So we had some like loading in issues, or we had to keep restarting a sim, and it finally connect to the app and stuff. But when she works, she's great to fly. I was saying earlier, Dell, that in my opinion, the Airbus now Fenix is the most full simulation of a real-world pilot's day flying an airline in Microsoft. Between, like I said, the integration now with GSX, all the automation, from the iPad to the McDo integration to the announcements that are in there now, it's the most complete simulation. However, I do like how the PMG flies, I think, a little bit better. I think this flight model is the best flight model Fenix has had, and I like the way it handles. But you're about 40 miles behind, JJ. So I feel like I just like the landing stuff and the way it feels a little bit better on the 7.3, but again, I'm just partial to the 7.3. But the flight model of the Fenix, I think it's definitely the best one they've had. I think it flies great. I don't have any issues with it. I just love the way the PMG handles a little better, and I just like flying the 7.3 better because I like more to do. But the Fenix is the most complete simulation. Now, if the PMG were to add the same stuff Fenix has here, the GSX integration, the announcements, the tablet, then I could argue and say that PMG has the best simulation. But I don't think you can go wrong with either plane. It's really just a pilot preference, I think, at this point. But if you're looking for the most complete simulation of a pilot's life or something like that, then right now it's the Fenix. PMG is a close second. I just want PMG to make the EFB work. Let's not get me started on the PMG's EFB. That EFB is pointless. The only thing the EFB is good for is now I don't have to download a flight plan into my, into the flight plan folder of the PMG from SimBrief. I don't have to use SimBrief downloader. You just load it onto the tablet and then you can select it in the FMC. That's the only thing that tablet is good for. GS integration no brand at this point? Yeah, should be. Yeah, mine's been doing that too weird bug. This feature, the feature this has, it's definitely top now. I love PMG, but Fenix is top. Yeah, Fenix is top. PMG is a close second. They got some improvement to do, and maybe with the release of the 777, maybe they'll have some of these things. We'll see though. But yeah, don't even get me started on their pointless tablet. I'm sorry, Robert. I love your product. I love the plane. Your tablet sucks. It's probably one of the worst tablets in Microsoft. One of the most disappointing tablets. There is freeware planes that literally have a better tablet on release than the PMG did. And PMG didn't even have a tablet on release. It took however many months to get a tablet, and then they don't really have anything in the tablet but two things. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Any builds A300 is up there for me too, yes. Any builds I would definitely put as like a close number 3. So right now it's definitely, like I said, it's Fenix, PMG, any builds. In that order for me. PMG still is my, like I said, my 7.3, that's my plane. That's my favorite plane. That's the one I really enjoy flying. I love the systems. I know it like the back of my hand kind of thing, Zebo better than PMG? No. I like the Zebo, but no. I don't think so. The tablet is way better. I'll give you that. Tablet for the Zebo, yes. Tablet, hands down, way better than PMG's. I'm excited for the A220. Glad emails picked up. Yes, super excited for that. A220 I've been waiting for a long time, since X-Plane 11, to have a proper A220. I am super excited for that, just as much as I am for the 777, to be honest. I've got a buddy that flies the 220 now in the real world for Delta. Says he absolutely loves it. You know, he thinks he'll retire on it. Like, great, really advanced technological plane. Most of the functionality was already there in the FMC. Tablet didn't add much. Yeah. I don't even use a performance calculator on there even, to be honest. I don't even bother with the performance calculator. It pretty much, for the most part, matches what just comes up in the FMC as it is. Maybe minus one or two speeds on the takeoff and the landing, like 1 or 2 knots. Like, not a big difference in a simulator. Flight Deck to Sim says Zebo's better. Like I said, everyone's got their own opinion. There's plenty of real-world pilots that say X-Plane flies better, and there's plenty of real pilots that say Microsoft flies better. You know, either way, no matter what you fly, it's never going to be the same as flying a real plane. The physics will never be the same. It'll never feel the same. Even on $1 million sim, you're not getting the same feeling you're getting flying a real plane. It's just not there. And me not being a real-world pilot, I'm not going to know the difference, so it doesn't matter to me. Not going to be as crucial on that. Do you always have the best plane for the price though? Well, yes, because it's free, right? I mean, the Zebo is the fly-by-wire of X-Plane. You know what I mean? And fly-by-wire is a Zebo of Microsoft. The 220 is an RJ in my book. No. 220 is even bigger than the A320. Yeah, the 220 is slightly bigger than the A320 even. So... definitely not an RJ. If you think that's an RJ, then the 320 is an RJ. Alright, man. I headed to bed. Figured I would stop by someone new. Have a good flight and a good stream. Hey, appreciate you, Dell. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way out. Can you open the door on the FB? Which door can't you open? I mean, yeah, that door stuff and all that should be on the FB, just like instead of the FMCs. I get that. D-rates for our virtual engines, yep. I simulate just a temperature D-rate. I do that. You can never get me to do flex save on my virtual planes to save virtual fuel. Nah, just depends what we're doing. I mean, I like to follow real world procedures as much as we can. You know, I think we use a nice dose of like steady, like realistic procedures, and then just kind of. Like, you know, having fun with it. We're not super strict with anything that we do, you know, when we're flying, but I like to keep it realistic to a certain point. I'm pretty sure a 220 holds more than 100 passengers. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure they hold more than 100 passengers. Let me see here. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so overall length, the 220 is longer. The 220 is 4 feet, just about 4 feet longer. The cabin is 2 cubic inches smaller. The cabin width is not as wide, it's a little skinnier. The max passengers on a 220 is 160. The max passengers on A320neo is 194, depending on the configuration. Think best tablet is the Fenix? Yeah, for sure. Well, actually, I could do it for real world ops. Sometimes I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you see Sam Chewy's video on the Qantas A220? I did not. No. I did not. So, technically, Kevin, it is longer than the A320. It's just not as wide, but it is longer. So technically, you could say it's a little bit bigger. Yep, I see you back there. My Mach is 0.80. But yeah, so the plane is longer than a 320. It's just not as wide. The cabin length is 10 feet across 12 feet. Its range is just about the same though as a 320. We got 6297 versus 6300 kilometers. So it's basically the same, 34 nautical miles, same range. It's got less max takeoff weight though, 156,000 pounds versus 174,000 pounds. So yeah. It's a lot more technologically advanced than the 320 as well. The safety features on a 320 don't even compare to an A320 from what I'm told. From what I'm told by the real pilot, the A220 is far superior to the A320. A220 is the least exciting plane I've ever seen. I don't know. Something about it really entices me. And I've been waiting for this since X-Plane 11. Mr. Captain Canada, what's going on? What's going on, Canada? Good to see you, man. Just sitting here chatting about the AnyBuilds A220. You were talking about size and sophistication. Well, like I said, it is longer than a 320. So my comment of it being tiny bit bigger is stands. It's just configured differently, and it's not as wide. But it is 3 feet longer than a A320. A220 looks like a mini 7.8. I agree with that. It does look like a mini 7.8. Or a mini 350. I would take either one of those comparisons. I think it looks cooler than a 320 for sure. I love the shape of it. Like I said, from our buddy that's the pilot, like I said, he's saying it's just way more technologically advanced. The safety features and systems in that thing are crazy. We just say 220 real life, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna fly on a Porter E195 E2 down to Vegas. Looking forward to it. Nice. Never been on a E195 before, Cap? I've been on a 95 before once. I flew... Where did I fly to? Was it a 190? I was either on a 190 or 175. I think it was on Delta, so it was probably a 175 when I went from Ontario to Salt Lake. And a bunch of 175s, but never 195. Yeah, I don't know if I was on the 195 or not. If Delta doesn't have a 195, then it was definitely a 175. E2 is a ghost plane, never seen it. How much is A220? We don't know yet, Tyler. It hasn't come out yet. Ooh, we got Porter Reserve, so 3 feet of leg room. Look at you. Look at you getting that leg room. Yeah, I get to fly on Southwest later this month from San Diego to Salt Lake City and back. So it'll be my first time actually flying into San Diego in the real world. I'm super excited for that. I'm definitely making sure I get a seat on the left side of the plane to get the view of the city all the way into San Diego. So we're flying to Salt Lake on the 20th and flying back on the 22nd this month. So I'm actually looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. And then when we go to Memphis next month, we're flying Southwest 2. And so it'll be the first time I get to fly into Memphis, which is pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited to see the main FedEx hub there in Memphis, right? And then of course the touristy things in Memphis, Elvis's house and stuff. But then, and then on the way back, we have to fly through Sacramento. So it'll be the first time I'm flying into Sacramento. And then back to Ontario. So looking forward to that too, but that's also on Southwest. How long are you in Memphis for? It's for, I think 4 nights. I think I'm in 4 nights. I think I get there on a Tuesday night and I leave. Yeah, I get there Tuesday and I leave on Friday. So Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. So 3 nights. All right, Mike, nobody told me. Wait, nobody told me what? What didn't anyone tell me? I missed that. Longer doesn't mean bigger. Oh, okay, I see. 834 is longer than 747. The 747 is still bigger. Please don't tell me you won't agree with that. That's true. That's true. I agree. I was trying to find a loophole to win. Nice. And you're doing the 5 nights in Vegas? Yes. Yes. Tuesday to Monday, I think is what, or Wednesday to Monday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, that Wednesday to Monday. No, I didn't see that. I think I'm booking on hotels.com is what I'm booking on, Cap. It's only $68 a night, I think, for me on hotels.com. So it's coming out to like, with taxes and fees and everything, it was coming out to like $680 for the 5 nights. $680, something like that. So I didn't use the Expo. It was cheaper for me on hotels.com. Yeah, see, my average was $68 an average for every night. But no, I did hear it's sold out, right? I gotta wait for my tax money to come in this week or next week before I can book my hotel. But let me see what it looks like on line now here. We got June 19th to that Monday. Search. Golfing in Vegas? We could do golfing in Vegas like at the crack of dawn, like super early. We could do that. I'd be down. It won't be hot first thing in the morning, Cap. Go like 6 a.m. Do a quick round of golf, even if it was like 9 holes and not even all 18. But if we went at 6 a.m., we could be done by 10. You know, 6 to 10 in the morning. Alright, so price low to high. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I can still get $64 a night right now on hotels.com for the Rio. $64 a night right now is what I can get. So I think I probably get a better deal on hotels.com. We're gonna be up all day. I'm not pioneering shenanigans. We're not gonna sleep. There's no sleeping in Vegas. Vegas never sleeps, man. We're gonna go 5 days no sleep. It's like World Flight all over again. Luxor had great deals as well. Yeah, the Luxor is a great hotel too. But I mean, if I can stay, I guess where everything's at, that's probably better. If you guys are staying there too, like I said, if you guys are staying at the Rio, then I'll be staying at the Rio. Wherever the gang is staying is where I'll be staying. So if you guys are booking the Rio, then that's what I'll book. Great course out. Vegas does have some really great courses. Yes, Vegas has really great courses. Stay away from the ladies of the night. Cap, is weed ice cream a thing? I'm sure it is. Yes. Why are you in Vegas so long? Vacation. Vacation, man. You gotta hang out and party and see it all, right? Midnight Maverick, that's right. No, there's definitely ladies tonight in Vegas that will come up to you. You gotta be careful of who comes up to you. If you're gambling and you're winning big, they do see that, they watch, and they definitely come up to you when you're winning. He is the lady of the night? Oh, fuck. Oh. Miss Maverick is the only lady we watch. There is a Mrs. Midnight Maverick on YouTube. If you want to Google her. Distract me from the Angels 49 game loose shake. You know what, Mike? Fucking bite me. I saw that she does car stuff. Yeah. I think Canada knows way more about Miss Midnight Maverick than I do. Whole thing about going to Vegas, just don't want to go to the girls and hope they don't get me. Oh boy. Get a girlfriend to be your co-pilot. Hey, if she's hot, why not? All right, there's plenty of hot pilot women out there. I'm sure we've seen them all online. Nope. We're gonna get some. We're gonna do that charity golf thing in Vegas. We're gonna get some OnlyFans girls to each of the holes for you guys. We'll get that one. What's that one chick's name that does the OnlyFans and she does like all the golf shorts on YouTube where she's like doing golfing, wearing barely anything. We'll get her to be there for you. See, now that's how you get me up. Flying or driving? I'm driving, Sem4. Yeah, definitely driving the Tesla to Vegas. How can I take goodies home if I fly? You know, I can't take things home like a chair in the airplane. Grace, there you go. Yeah, that's her name. So we'll get her to come golfing with us. Then you're down to go golfing, right, Canada? Get her to go golfing with us. Yep, I need to be all about it. Oh, let's see how we're doing here in the cockpit real quick here. Got about 160 miles top of descent. Yep, nope, I wouldn't mind golfing with her. I would not be able to golf very well, but... The Thrustmaster chair on the plane for your ride. Seems like it's always cold outside when she's coughing. Isaac, what's going on? Good to see you. Captain Morgan from Southwest. Yep, best time to go golfing with her. I mean, I'd be cold if I was wearing what she was wearing too. What's the beep? That's my my sensor button for bad words. My bleep button. Hope the rest of us sets me up with some sweet again. Party at Caps Room. That's right, party at Caps Room. Party at Caps Room. Yeah, we gotta start planning some stuff we're gonna do, man. So many things to do in Vegas. So many cool things to do, from shows to gambling to helicopter rides and plane rides and ladies of the Midnight Mavericks. Well, that is partially from where my name comes from. So, as me and my friend Devin were coming up with names, that was definitely how Midnight Maverick came about. From my dicey past. Food, lots of food. Yes, there's definitely gonna be a lot of food, man. So much great food. So much great food. Am I invited to her place? Oh baby, oh baby. What's going on, Isaac? Hotels in Vegas look a lot closer than they actually are. That's the truth. I'm not gonna lie, like when you look at the strip looks super small, like it's easily walkable. And everything is walkable, but it is not as easy to get from hotel to hotel as you may think. But most of the hotels, like on the south, from the middle to the south of the strip, they are all kind of connected to each other. So a lot of times you can get from hotel to hotel, walk on the strip without ever actually going outside. Or maybe outside just very little to like cross a bridge or something like that. But they weave you in and out through those hotels that it is not just a straight shot. Because Vegas is very good at keeping you trapped inside the casino. There are no mirrors in Vegas. There's no clocks in Vegas. They have designed those hotels very, very well with the mission of keeping you inside and losing track of time. I don't know how many times I've spent like at a gambling table. I get there and it's daytime in the morning and we're just all day gambling, drinking, and then we walk out, it's like pitch black. Like, what the hell happened to time? You know? Vegas is very good at getting you to forget where you're at and what time it is. Before you know it, the whole day's gone by. They are very, very good with that. But yeah, so many good food places, man. If you have any questions on food places, I've probably been to most of them. You can let me know. But definitely got to hit up a Vegas buffet while you're there. Vegas buffets are the best. Especially if you go to the right one. Only gambling I'm doing is playing some Texas Hold'em. I'm down. We need to all get into a tournament, Kyle. We need to find a tournament. Shouldn't be hard. We're staying at Rio, the home of the World Series of Poker. But like a cheap $50 tournament or something like that, like that's the way to go. I want to do Hell's Kitchen and the Wynn Buffet. Those are good. Those are good. Hell's Kitchen's pricey, but it's good. I haven't, I know a lot of people have eaten at Hell's Kitchen. I've never eaten at Hell's Kitchen myself. I've eaten at his other restaurant, Burger, however you pronounce it, at Planet Hollywood. Probably had one of the best burgers I ever had there. Now, would I ever go back and have it again? Probably not, just because it's super expensive and I'm just not about having to eat super fancy food all the time or paying that much for it. I'm okay with going to McDonald's, you know what I mean? But definitely worth going to and trying, right? You know. You should bet your life savings on the Angels winning the World Series. You know what, Mike Jones? I'm throwing you out of the plane. I'll bet that the Angels win the World Series for the Dodgers. How about that? So, I still really want to get that big poker tournament set up that I think I talked to you about, Kyle, and I've mentioned on stream a couple times. Getting all of us content creators at the expo and doing like a charity live stream poker tournament with all the content creators. I'm still going to work on trying to get that set up with the hotel and see how well I can do at doing that. But like I said, we're at the World Series of Poker hotel. They have the means and the equipment to set something up like that. I think we might be able to do something. Might be able to do something. I think that would be a lot of fun. You know, we're all in Vegas. Why not? Had McDonald's 2 hours ago for dinner. Very healthy. Nice. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait, man. It's going to be here before you know it. So start planning and start booking things now. Especially if we want to go Hell's Kitchen, Canada. We probably got to reserve that quite a ways in advance. We might have to look at that. Might have to reserve it quite a ways in advance. It's always like booked. Let's bet on when the 777 is going to release. I think we get it before April. I think we get it by the beginning, by April. I think it's out. So by the end of this month, I think it's going to be out. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I hope it's not out while I'm in Utah. If it comes out when I go to Utah, I'm going to be pissed. If it's out when I have to travel to Utah this month for work, I'm going to be mad. I might have to download onto my laptop Microsoft so I can play it at the hotel. Even if I have to use a joystick, I don't care. You're gonna be beep sound? Yes. Utah's lit. Yeah, did you know in Utah that hard liquor has less alcohol content than, say, out here, but their beer content is higher? Don't know why, but that's just how the Mormons roll. But, yeah, so hopefully it's not during that time, because I'm there from the 20th to 22nd. It's in the middle of the week, so hopefully they won't release it in the middle of the week. Like Phoenix did. Hopefully it's on the weekend. If it's on that Friday, I'll be good. But coming from Florida, I'm like, where's all the water? Yeah, nope, no water out here. No water. If you guys are enjoying today's flight too, please don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. Hopefully we've gotten close to or smashed our goal of at least 30 likes tonight. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Always a blast here. Always a blast. But yeah, smash that thumbs up button if you have not done so already. We are getting close to top of descent here. PMG 777, yes. Yeah, PMG 777 should be there. Liked and subscribed. Well, I hope you're already subscribed. If we weren't subscribed, we would have to renegotiate my transportation contract fees. Wink, wink. Gamer thing, hey, what's going on? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, can't complain. I won't let you use a PS5 controller. I'll bring you my yoke. I will not be using a PS5 or PS4 or Xbox controller to fly my plane. You will never see that on this channel. I could not do it. My soul would die a little in the inside. I think PMG will world sell this until the FS Expo. I hope they release it before the Expo. I think if they don't release it before the Expo, they're going to get some not so nice words from people at the Expo. Are you talking about FS Weekend? Yeah, it's probably not going to come out till FS Weekend this month. I think FS Weekend, they probably say a release date, maybe. Leave that for Will and the Timmy Bus? Yes. Will and the Timmy Bus can have the controllers. It's a PS4 controller, I'm pretty sure. Kevin, tell Kyle what you think about the A300. Yeah. Got Kevin on the A300 hate train over here. Hate train on our cargo plane, Cap. Alright, 80 miles, top of descent, and start entering in some of our descent data. Let's be good pilots here. Yes, I'm well aware of his blasphemy. Right? Kevin smoking crack. That's what's going on. Alright, 1022 is going to be the altimeter into Gibraltar. What's our temperature? Is 13 degrees Celsius. Winds are 270 at 6. 270 at 6. And then our baro. What we got for baro here? 920. 920 for the baro. We'll see. Of course, I'd love to be wrong and have it be before then, but I have a gut feeling he's going to beat around the bush and blow it up more during the event. I don't know. I think he'll get more hate that way. Yeah, at the Expo, they're supposed to announce a secret project. So announcing a secret project is not going to hold as much weight if that 777 has not been released yet. So I think it's definitely released before the Expo. But I do think it's going to be until after... It's definitely not going to be until after they have the The other Flightsum Expo in Europe was in the Netherlands. They're having one. Is it next weekend or the weekend after? They're having it out in the Netherlands. So not until after that, for sure, will be released. I think that's when they. I think they're going to announce it at that event. Hopefully, hopefully they'll say, okay, yes, end of this month is being released or something. Yeah. I wish I had my passport and stuff and had time and money. I would have went to the expo in the Netherlands. That would have been cool. Flying out there to Amsterdam, and that would have been real cool to go out there. How much will it cost? Any idea? Probably around 80 bucks, is if I had to guess. That's what I'm thinking. $79.99 maybe. Maybe $89.99, but I might be pushing it. Yeah, they're probably waiting until Sim Update 15, yes. And that's supposed to be at the right before the end of this month, like the 28th or something like that. So I would expect it, like I said, released after that. Maybe that first weekend after or something. $79.99 on sale for $74.99. That sounds about right, Jfoot. I wouldn't be surprised if that was what they released it as. Would not be surprised at all. Would not be surprised at all. Would not be surprising at all. Yep, that checks out. That checks out. I'm doing $69.99 all day. And that's a price we can all get behind. That's a Mr. Crab shit. I'm hoping by the beginning of April it's released. If it's released after that, there's probably some issues we don't know about. Sonic's right beside the hotel. It is. There is a Sonic right there next to the Rio. Yes, you are correct. I have been there. Yep. The old Playboy Hotel is right across the street too, the Palms. It's not the Playboy Hotel anymore. The Palms Casino is actually owned by a California Indian casino now, but dispensary you can probably find a dispensary on almost every corner in Vegas, Canada. To be honest. Do they have canes in Vegas? If they have canes in Vegas, we definitely got to go to some canes.
$69.99.
Oh, baby. $69.99. I like it. Okay, you convinced me. I'll go to the expo just to try out Sonics. Alright, there you go, Kenny. Well, there you go. It's a good thing there's so much walking to do in Vegas, because if we weren't doing walking, we would be so fat from all the food we're going to eat in Vegas that we wouldn't be able to leave the hotel room. That was fire in Houston. Yeah, no, Canes it's fire. I'm so glad we have Canes here. You know what? I might just have Canes for lunch tomorrow. Scratch that. They have like 15 Canes in Vegas. There you go. Yep, they got Canes. They got In-N-Out. They have the Waffle House in Vegas. All kinds of stuff. They got the steak place in Vegas. All kinds of buffets. Famous food restaurants. Guy Fieri's restaurant. God, I can't remember the name of Guy Fieri's restaurant, but that's probably a one that you should try, Cap. He's got a good restaurant there. Oh God, the name's escaping me. One of you guys say it in chat, I would know. I'd have to look it up, but Guy Fieri has a really good restaurant. I need to see Cap and Mav on scooters. Oh boy. Well, it's probably not going to be a good idea because Cap will be stretching the whole time. Maverick's going to have a margarita in his hand the whole time. I don't think riding a scooter will be the best idea we could do in Vegas. We're about to get DWIs on scooters. El Burro or Flavortown? Nah, I don't think it's one of those. It's something else. It's like a diner thing. You know what, let me look it up real quick. Guy Fieri Vegas. It's at the link. Guy Fieri's Vegas Kitchen, maybe? It might be called Guy Fieri's Vegas Kitchen. It's at the Link Hotel. Yeah, I heard that one's really good. It's at the Link, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Let's get some pictures on stream here before we start our descent. I think these are the images from that restaurant. I think this is the place. Yeah, it's Guy Fieri's Kitchen in Vegas. I don't know, but it looks pretty good. What is that? Could be Flavor Town too. That might be a good one. I don't know. It all looks pretty good though. I think the scooter would just go straight to the impound. Avoid the brothels. Yes. Crazy misconception of Vegas. Not saying this is what we're going to do, but prostitution is not legal in Vegas unless you are at a brothel. It has to be at a brothel. So don't get in trouble for you, though, gentlemen that like to live the real midnight life. Just know what you're doing. If you've never been to Vegas before, you're going to get plenty of people on the streets that are like flicking cards at you for strippers and stuff. Don't take the cards of everyone on the streets handing out stripper cards, because there's a lot of people that are handing them out. Also, how far is the Bunny Ranch? Asking for a friend. It's way north in Reno, by Reno. Nowhere close to Vegas. But other fun fact too is do not be drinking alcohol off the strip in public. If you walk off the strip drinking alcohol, you will get in trouble. If you're on the strip, technically, most people don't know this, but technically it is illegal to drink outside anywhere on the strip. However, they have like the gentleman's handshake agreement with the city and the cops that they will not harass you and they will not do anything. They won't give you a ticket as long as you're on the strip and as long as you don't cause a problem. If you cause some kind of drunken problem, then they will of course cite you for drunk in public and arrest you. But yeah, technically it's illegal to drink on the strip. People don't know that, but yeah. The cops just have an agreement with Vegas and they won't do anything as long as you're on the strip. But when you walk off the strip and you have a drink in your hand, you're getting in trouble. So don't walk off the strip with a drink. But Vegas is definitely close enough. You can Uber everywhere. You can walk everywhere. You don't need to drive. So be safe in Vegas. Don't drink and drive. Alright, we're going to start our descent on down here to... I guess we'll probably start to 3,000 feet. Well, if I ran brown paper bag, yeah, still get in trouble. They're not stupid. Vegas cops are not stupid. You know how much stupid crap Vegas cops have to deal with? Taxis are actually much easier in Uber than Vegas? It can be. It depends. I mean, they have designated like Uber and Lyft pickup areas that you have to go to. They can be cheaper than a taxi. I think it's just easier with Uber and Lyft because you can pay like with an app. You know, it's all on an app. You guys can like Venmo each other money. Where taxi cabs, you have to pay in the cab. So it's a little bit different. I prefer the Uber and Lyft around Vegas. Taxi cab drivers don't really like Uber and Lyft drivers because they're taking their business away, but someone's getting drunk and having a fight X-Plane versus Microsoft. Someone's leaving their mark. Probably, Davis. There will probably be someone that gets in a fight about that. Yes. Alright, let's get our normal speed back in here for our descent. Let's see, what does have our altitude at Primos? 71,000 feet. I want to be at 3,000 feet there, so let's go... How do I do this? Primos. No. How do I do that? Go back, click on this side. There we go. Restriction, 3,000 feet. Insert. 3,000 feet. And we'll go speed brake out. We need an Austin and Canada debate. Austin getting some Microsoft related words stamped on his cheek. Oh god. If Austin and the X-Plane team do not show up to the expo this year, my god. People may leave the expo with their pitchforks and head to wherever Austin's house is. Does he live near Vegas? I don't know where Austin lives. Oh my god, could you imagine that meme? And he could you imagine? I'm sorry, but I could imagine Austin doing something like that, showing up to Expo at his booth, putting a sign at his booth that says X-Plane is better than Microsoft, changed my mind. That would be comedy gold. I might if he were to show up and pull something like that, he might get a little bit more respect back from me. That would be so fucking funny. And then Canada walks up. Oh, that would be so freaking funny. I almost want to just show up to the expo and do that as a bit for YouTube content. I almost want to show up and do that. Let me see here. Except we'll have our sign that says Microsoft's better than X-Plane, changed my mind. There would be some issues. We could at least make a photo meme of that. We could definitely make a photo meme of that for sure. The only issue is it wouldn't be a debate with Austin. It would be the only one talking. Probably. Oh, that's fucking funny though. Make sure you guys don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. We are descending officially into Gibraltar. Seatbelt sign is going to come back on here. Speed brake back out. What country is this in? Spain? Part of Spain, I believe. I believe it's part of Spain, or Gibraltar is its own country off the coast of Spain. It's like connected to Spain. So yeah, I think it's part of Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'm not saying I'm the funniest pilot in the sky, but I've definitely got the altitude for it. We're just starting our descent from a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, which is high enough to make a Sherpa blush. We're on flight 490, or as I like to call it, the highway to the sky. We're currently en route from London to Gibraltar, and I don't want to brag, but we're making pretty good time. In fact, if we were any faster, we'd need a flux capacitor. We're set to touchdown at around 7:34 a.m. local time. So for those of you who thought you'd catch some Z's, I'd say it's time to wakey, eggs, and bakey. As for the weather, Gibraltar is looking to welcome us with open arms and sunny skies. The temperature on the ground is a balmy 20 degrees Celsius. For those of you who didn't pay attention in math class, that's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you might want to keep that jacket in your carry-on, unless you're aiming for the chilly tourist look. As we begin our
not
descent,
part of Spain? Got
make
it.
sure your seat backs and
It's
tray
on the same
tables are in
continent
their
as or
full
land
upright
mass of
position.
Spain.
your seatbelt is securely fastened, and your sense of humor is fully intact. On behalf of British Airways, I'd like to thank you for flying with us today. If you've enjoyed your flight, my name is Captain Comedian. If you haven't, well then I'm Captain Serious. Thank you, and enjoy your stay in Gibraltar, or wherever your final destination may be. Remember,
Some nice
life's a
mountains
journey,
we're coming over here.
not a destination. Unless you're flying with us, then it's definitely a destination.
There's little mountain valleys here that we're coming over. Okay, so let's start preparing for our stuff here while the music off sounds back up. Music's off, sound is back up. We're preparing for our arrival here into Gibraltar. Speed brake's out to help slow us down here below 10,000 feet. Gibraltar going to be over that general direction. Should be right over there where that land's coming out, I believe. Yeah, this right here should be the airport. So not too far away from it now. I'm going to slow manual speed here to 240. I don't think the landing sim's going to do anything here because there's no ILS. It's all visuals. It's been a long time since we've flown into Gibraltar. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the last time we flew here. So it's going to be interesting on the approach. We know the Fenix
Gibraltar traffic,
likes
United
to
21
float.
slowing speed down to 240 knots.
We know the plane likes to float if you over flare, so we're going to try not to smash it, but it is a 5,000 foot runway. Yeah, 5,000 foot runway, so not necessarily a lot of room for error. Our plane is not descending very quick here. Speed brake out, help us descend. Alright, so when we get to 5 miles out, we want to be 1,500 feet. Mr. Tyler dropping the $2 bomb. Who's Austin? Thank you, Tyler, for dropping the $2 bomb. Appreciate you. Alright, let's arm these spoilers.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
You're going crazy? Why are we going crazy? There's Gibraltar over there. Hopefully the airport scenery we installed right before stream loads in correctly. I made sure last night I uninstalled the Sobo one and then forgot to install the new one last night, so we installed it today before stream. Hopefully it's all installed properly.
Who's Austin?
Austin, the creator of X-Plane. Alright, so we got the speed out. I'm going to go ahead and just activate the approach phase now. We're going to go direct to CF here in a moment. Let's get our altimeter in. It's 1023. Alright, we're just going to go open descent here. And we'll go ahead and turn direct now towards the airport. Gibraltar traffic, Speedbud 490 is on a 20-mile final for runway 27. Alright, landing rate monitor is in, replay is on standby. Don't let me forget the replay once we are fully established, guys. Don't let me forget. We're slowing down to 230 on the speed here. So we'll go, so open descent, we'll go manage descent here. I'm going to be at 1,500 feet at 5 miles out, so about 800 feet per minute from here should get us there. So far, so good. We'll keep our speed up here for now. Speed brake can come back in, and we'll arm. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get her down on this super short runway. So just remember too, JJ, we're going to have to back taxi on the runway. So make sure you leave enough space to back taxi. Alright, going down to 220.
Roger.
And we'll go flaps 1. 215. Well, just 210. Island of Gibraltar coming into view. Look at that rock. Look at that rock.
Gibraltar traffic, United 21 taking full base for runway 27, so you should have enough room out.
Sounds good. Gibraltar traffic, Speedbird 490s, 12-mile final for runway 27, Gibraltar.
$2,500.
2,500. Said no United pilot ever. Alright, 10 miles out. We're going to go gear down. And we'll go speed 180. Speed 180, flaps 2. Get a piece of the rock? Hopefully not.
2,000.
We don't want a piece of the rock. That would be bad. Runway is in sight. We got the runway in sight. We are a little off center from the runway, so that's fine. Okay, 5 miles out here. We're gonna go full approach speed here in just a second.
Gibraltar traffic United 21, going to be about a 15-mile
Final approach speed here.
final when you land. Is that enough, man?
Should be. We're reducing the final approach speed now. Gibraltar traffic, 5 mile final, speedbird 490, landing 27. Flaps coming out, my controls. Flaps full. Replay recording is starting. And we have the runway in sight. Full visual in, let's do it. Flight directors are off. Keeping that 2 white, 2 red on the approach, hopefully. So far so good here. Remember, we got no room to float. Speed brake is armed. We're getting a little high here, so let's get back down on that slope.
1,000. 100 above.
If we float too much, we will go around.
Minimum.
Continue. Still a little bit high.
$500.
500. Still a little high.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40,
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20, retard.
Come on. We're down. Reversers are out. Cars are going across the runway. We just killed someone. They didn't stop the cars. Alright, we made it. Welcome to Gibraltar, ladies and gentlemen. What a nice smooth landing. We'll go ahead and get turned around here on the runway. Nice and smooth. Whew. She got spicy at the end there. I thought we were going to have to go around. I thought we were going to have to go around.
Traffic United 15-mile final. 921.
Gibraltar traffic, speedbird 490 is making the back taxi now, runway 27. Welcome to Gibraltar. Good speed brakes in, we got our flaps up. Aren't they supposed to stop the cars before they cross the runway? Where was the crossing? They're just casually cross the runway. Caution the cars on the runway. Let's get the APU fired up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Elvis, and I have not left the building. No, seriously, I'm still here, right at the front of the plane, and it looks like we've just landed in the beautiful city of Gibraltar, where the only things higher than the iconic Rock of Gibraltar are the house prices in
Ignore
London.
the planes.
Ah, I kid. In case you've been sleeping or perhaps
Samuel, what's going
laughing
on?
so hard you lost track of time, we're at the end of flight 490. And boy, aren't you glad I'm not a mathematician. That number would
Delta
have been a
traffic, Speedbird
problem.
490 is clear the runway. You're clear to land.
Now, it's currently 55 degrees Fahrenheit out there.
Roger that.
For those of you who
21,
still
we're on
count in
a 10-mile
Celsius,
final now.
I respect your commitment. I mean, really, you're like that guy at the gym who still uses the machines from the 70s. For you, it's about 13 degrees Celsius out there. Oh, and would you look at that, it's 6:30 in the morning here, folks. Or as I like to call it, why oh why is it so early o'clock? But hey, at least it's the 5th of March and not April Fool's Day. I mean, can you imagine waking up this early for a joke? I'd demand a refund. Now, for those of you visiting Gibraltar for the first time, be sure to check out the Great Siege
Alright,
tunnels.
parking brake is
They're
on.
honestly more entertaining than my
Stop
routine.
that chrono.
And for the
and
nature
block
lovers,
time.
don't miss the Barbary macaques at the top of the Rock of Gibraltar.
Alright.
Just
Engine 1 and
don't
2 are
laugh
coming
at their
off. Seatbelt
jokes
signs
more than
off.
mine,
Beacon light is off.
all right? Now,
We
for
have
those of
made
you
it
who have
to
been with us
Gibraltar.
before, welcome back. For those who haven't, we really do apologize for the
Request
humor.
deboarding.
Remember to remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. And check your seat pockets for any personal belongings. But if you find any good jokes, do pass them up to me, will ya? Thank you for choosing British Airways, where we believe the journey should be as fun as the destination. Have a fantastic day, and remember, laughter is the best in-flight entertainment.
Oh, apparently don't have a GSX profile here unless I didn't actually request the deboarding. I think GSX is out to lunch. Alright, well we made it. Nice parking job. Here into beautiful Gibraltar. We're going to take a look around here. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we flew into Gibraltar. And how nice the scenery is. Incredible scenery.
Gibraltar traffic, United 21 on a 5-mile final, runway 27.
So, Samuel, if you go to flightdash.io, he's got some good YouTube tutorials on how he does it. The announcement you just heard now, that wasn't with the Phoenix. This was separate with flightdash.io, but it is integrated with the Phoenix. I just didn't set it up right before the flight, so we had to do it the other way. But yeah, go to flightdash.io, man. Samuel, he's got great tutorials on how to use it. It's not free, though. It is payware AI announcements. So they're AI generated payware. I'm going to go here and let's reset our camera view. There we go. Got music going again. It sounds down a little bit here, but I wanted to take a look at Gibraltar around here. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've flown here. You got really nice scenery here in Gibraltar. Really nice scenery. That replay on the landing is gonna be superb. It was really nice work giving that quirky landscapes. Right. Yeah, no, we got her down pretty well. I was expecting a go around, but we didn't have a go around. Look at that. Got the cruise ship over here. That's a big cruise ship to get in that little ass port, man. And of course the big rock. Yeah, some really nice scenery here. They model the inside of this now. I thought they at first modeled the inside of that. I was like, that'd be crazy. Yep, Gibraltar. The airport with a street going through the runway. Apparently the stop signs don't work on this airport. JJ should be coming in for landing here. We'll watch him land and then we'll do our replay. I think this is like a little military base here too, isn't it? I got a fighter jet right here, a little military base. that a cemetery? Oh my god. That is a lot of tombstones. That is like a jam-packed cemetery. Must be the only cemetery in the area. We got a lot of like soccer fields though. They play soccer here a lot. Here comes JJ. Nice landing, JJ. And he's dead. Who made the scenery? Oh, RB something? Let me look. I forget the name. LXGB. RD Presets. Yeah, RD Presets made the scenery. There's also a handcrafted Asobo with a Scenic add-on you can put with the default. And they got stuff modeled all the way out there too. Look at all that. Way out here. What is this out here? Another like cruise ship thing? It's like a tanker and a cruise ship. A little tanker and a cruise ship out here. Okay. But yeah, really nice scenery out here. A cruise ship thing out there.
Traffic, E921 back taxi near the gate.
Man, they get rough waters here though. Those waves are going right on the runway. Never gets stormy here. Never gets stormy here. There's Mr. United. Hello. Oh, I can fix that here. Quick, simple setting. There it comes in. All right, thank you for flying with us, JJ. Appreciate you. Those cars cross the runway. Could be fixed, right? Yep, JJ came in for landing there. RL, aren't they building a tunnel or something underneath the runway?
Gibraltar
That
traffic,
I don't know.
E921 clear the runway.
That I don't know, JJ, but maybe. But let's go ahead. We'll get disconnected here from VATSIM as JJ's coming in. And we're going to get GSX reset, even though it's out to lunch anyways. GSX here. If it doesn't load, that's fine. Alright, well, it's not loading anyways. Alright, so let's get our plane reset. We'll go to the panel state here. We'll go to the ready state. We'll activate. We'll get our lights on. Need to restart the Kutal? Yeah, probably. But that's right. We're going to do our replay now anyways and call it a night. Again, I really appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you guys don't forget to drop that thumbs up button for me. As we get ready to view the replay, let's get our flaps out. As soon as the flaps are out, we'll start the replay. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Replay. All right, let's view it in from the mountainside first. Yeah, it was hard to judge the height. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to judge the height depth perception when you're landing visually with no instruments. Because at some points you seem like you're lower than you really are, but you're not that low. Which is why we actually came in a little high on this approach. So to kind of counteract that, we did cut our engines fairly early on this approach as well. So that's also what helped us land. We kind of glided in. Glided in a little bit. I think we cut our engines like 40 feet something like that. Just because I knew we were having to descend a little bit quicker than we were wanting to. Do. 'Em down right on the touchdown bars. Super smooth. Looks like we made it. We made it to Gibraltar safe and sound. We didn't die. But right on them captain bars for the win. For the win. Looks like we made it. Ooh, hello. Perfect pitch. Right on the captain bars. Heavy on the frames. For sure. Heavy on the frames. Heavy on the frames, but we couldn't ask for much better than what we got here onto this runway. So, appreciate you guys again hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. Came over just over that wall too. We came in kind of low. Now that I just saw that from this angle, we came in pretty low, didn't we? Anytime, JJ. Anytime. You're welcome to fly with us. Anytime. But picture perfect right on the captain bars. But that'll wrap it up for us tonight, guys. Leave you guys here with the GoPro view in as the usual. I hope you guys enjoyed that flight. We'll be back live on Thursday. We're flying in India on Thursday. So look for us to fly maybe in and out of Mumbai on Thursday. Until then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Thanks for flying Midnight Maverick and British Airways. Mav is out. See ya.
Try and get grip, but it don't make sense. Cause you could lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's capped. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write to give a piece of myself to the page, I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
Truth in the glass in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that, and he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, to me reckless, gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.